Hello, Zeteskians. Today we get a bit personal. I had a dream that started with my parents who had built a custom house, but it was really badly built. It had one of those accordion plastic tubes attached to a downspout at the back of the house, leading towards the road. But there was a 3 foot gap midway through the front yard, and it was just sitting on top of the grass. It had super steep staircases, and the house was pretty small overall, but had a strangely large deck. One of those double level decks that wraps around the house. It was pressed right up against the chain link fence at the property line. And the driveway was so steep, I had to basically crawl up to the front door. I woke up from this dream, or thought I had, and logged into work, even though it was my day off. I suddenly got a video call from someone I didn't recognize, but they said they were in IT. It was some guy sitting in a bed carrying around a laptop with the camera pointed at himself. He was talking about how my surgery leave had been declined, and the company thought I should be able to work from the hospital bed. As he spoke, he shifted around, and I saw he was in a room with mattresses on the floor from wall to wall, blankets scrunched up all over the place, and about 6 people who looked like they were high and chilling with junk food residue splattered all over their clothes and the blankets. He started reprimanding me for leaving on short notice with a doctor's note. Said it was very unprofessional to leave the team partway through a project. I stopped him and started getting angry, eventually leading to shouting over him. I told him that I had been in a car crash and couldn't have given notice because I didn't know it was going to happen. I was going above and beyond to check in on work from the hospital bed before my surgery. And I had left the team with nothing on my plate. I finished all my tasks and had established clear communication lines for the others to work out any bugs. I shouted that he was very unprofessional for calling from some sort of drug den looking place. And even if he's working from home, he should at least find a table or desk rather than video calling from a bed. When I hung up and closed my laptop, I reached over to my girlfriend, who was sitting in a chair next to the hospital bed, and asked her if I was still sleeping. She said no, and I started telling her about the dream I had about the strangely built house. I woke up, for real, partway through that explanation, and went back to sleep since it was still the middle of the night. Next, I dreamt about exploring a new map in a video game called Abiotic Factor, which I had been playing recently. There were rope plants placed by my girlfriend on various rock ledges in the distance, and I saw a cacophonous crate in a pit below me. I turned around and saw a floating rock that I thought I could jetpack over to, but when I tried, I bounced off the ledge like an invisible wall. I thought I woke up during the fall and got out of bed. Went to the kitchen and saw my cats looking out the window, begging to go into the yard. I opened the door for them to smell through the screen, but one of them popped the screen off the frame and sprinted away into the snow. The other took a tentative step outside but decided it was too cold. I ran out to grab the runaway cat, who had buried itself in the snow with only a tail visible. I realized I wasn't cold, and then woke up. Or at least I thought I did. I got dressed and went to the kitchen to read the newspaper and have some toast. I got 3 pages in when I realized this wasn't my kitchen table. This was my parents' one from back when I was a teenager. I shot up in bed, sweating and begging for the false wake-ups to stop, but that was a dream also. I found myself in an office building, lifting pieces of a metal desk that wasn't fully assembled. trying to get the drawers in place, repeatedly dropping the keyboard tray and drawer rails. I realized I don't recognize the desk. Then I woke up. Or I thought I did. I found myself sitting in a chair and immediately knew it was another dream. I started crying, begging for the false wake ups to stop. I was ugly crying, with drool and mucus dripping out of me, tears streaking down my face. My girlfriend was there trying to comfort me with a hand on my back, but I knew it wasn't real. I thought I woke up for real, grabbed my phone from the nightstand, and began typing all of these dreams out in a text message to my girlfriend, who was still asleep beside me. I was using point form because I could feel myself falling back asleep and wanted to get this out before I drifted off again. Then I blinked, and my phone wasn't in my hands anymore. I was sitting at my computer, alone. Then I remembered the previous dreams and realized I couldn't remember going from my bed to my computer. Then I woke up for real. I was able to type some of that out for real this time before drifting off again. I found myself on a pirate boat, with characters from One Piece, which I've never seen, and Captain Hook, the one with Robin Williams. Hook was pretending to be two people, hiding behind a mast and shooting a pistol on either side, using a woman's voice on one side and a man's voice on the other. Cannonballs ripped through the wood and splinters flew everywhere. I was near Hook on the floor by the wheel, trying to stay close to the ground to be a smaller target. I thought I woke up from that. I was in bed and the sun was just peeking through my window. My girlfriend was groggily saying that the chocolate supplier for Bulk Barn also sells cheesecake at a factory outlet, and she would like to stop there this afternoon when we go shopping. I asked her if she really wants to go today, since we had planned to go the following day. She said, yeah, the cheesecake is worth it, even if that other store we wanted to visit isn't open today. I said I like treats and would happily go to Bulk Barn today. Then I woke up in bed again, or thought I did. I began typing out the latest dreams on my phone, only to blink and have my phone no longer in my hand. I awoke for real, checked my phone to see what I had really typed, and began typing the latest dreams. I couldn't convince myself to go back to sleep, even if I was still exhausted, so I started scrolling Reddit on my phone. When I got bored of that, I got up and went to my computer. It was still my day off. I was not in a car accident. My girlfriend was still asleep. My cats were still inside. Then I typed this out. If you are hearing this, that means I was really awake. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out every Saturday.